In matrimonial disputes, there are certain stages where you can talk about how you were a good husband. But there are some stages where you have to avoid talking about your goodness and you have to focus on the problems of the opponent. What do I mean? Very recently, in this transfer petition, the Honorable Supreme Court matter was pending. The court says, why do you not want to stay together with your wife? Why do you not want to give a shot? This was a transfer petition filed by the wife seeking transfer of the divorce from the husband's place of filing to a location more convenient to the wife. And the husband started off by saying, when we were together, I offered this and this, and I said this and this and this. And when the court hears it, the court assumes that perhaps there is still some scope for reconciliation. And so the court keeps pushing our client to give it a shot, to try again, to try again, to try again. And we come outside the court and I ask the client, tell me the reason why you do not want to stay with this person or try reconciliation with this person. And the client says, she heard abuses, she kicked my mother out of the house. How can I, try to even reconcile? And I said, if you could have said this to the court rather than trying to first show how I'm a good boy, the court could have proceeded to discuss either perhaps the transfer or perhaps peaceful mutual consent divorce. But the fact that you tried to first portray yourself as a good boy and then focus on the other aspects, and obviously they cut them off in the middle of the conversation, and that's why the court is thinking, okay, this good boy wants to try, and perhaps that is not so much of a problem in comparison to the wife being this kind of person who does screaming and shouting and abusive words and kicking parents out of the house in the middle of the night. So therefore, through this illustration, I'm trying to explain, sometimes you leave the I'm a good boy part for another occasion. You focus on the atrocities of the opponent against you.